I had a really vivid picture where God spoke, was just praying and nothing really to do with Cornwall, and had such a clear picture, and it was a bird's eye view of Cornwall as you looked down on it, and the whole of the land was just set on fire. There was this wildfire that was just ravaging through the whole county as you looked down, and I sensed the Lord say that I'm calling you back to Cornwall, but it's not for now.
We actually stayed. We stayed for 5 years in Cardiff after that initial call in 2012. And then it was kind of like the move from stirring to calling, I think, almost. Like God's put it on our heart, but actually it wasn't the right time. We, as Ruth has said, we really always, for us, there was one place it would be, and it would be Cornwall. And then we felt this permission, okay, you have permission to go home and see what God has got for you down in Falmouth. And so there's a mixture of feelings and emotions when you're planting. There's an excitement that God is calling you onto something new, and it's an adventure. And as you're going, there's that sense of, wow, isn't it amazing what God's doing? But there's also a part of you that's like, but the pain of leaving good friends, your family, in obedience to go to where God is calling you to. And I think there's a real mixture of you're landing somewhere new and it's really good, but there's a grief of what you're leaving behind, of like, there is a cost to this.
I think one of my favourite things that we did was the first Alpha course was a real highlight. I remember just looking around the room and being like, there's, all these different people, just such a diverse group, wasn't it, in so many different ways. And then actually seeing just the privilege of actually being a part of some of those people's journeys, that actually Alpha was a kind of launch pad into just this journey of faith, and seeing them grow, seeing them pray for the first time, seeing them pray for someone else for the first time, seeing them just find hope in a new way. And I just think that for me that is one of the biggest privileges in church planting, is just see God at work in people's lives. And and some of those people from that first Alpha course are kind of an integral part of our church now, and that is just so exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Part of our, vision for the church is being a community in the community, rather than separated or, disentangled from the community. And that's why we do Christmas Day swim. It's like, where is the community on Christmas Day? Well, guess what? They're not mostly in church. They're on the beach having a Christmas Day swim. Where should the church be? On the beach having a Christmas Day swim. So actually baptism's this public declaration of something that's happened internally. For our guys, we gave them the choice, like, where do you want to be baptised? And they're all like, well, in the sea, like down the beach, at the local beach. We will invite our friends. And then a crowd grows and they're like, what's going on? And you're like, and I'd never seen myself as a open air speaker, preacher, but the opportunity and the privilege of sharing their testimonies, and then a part of the gospel about what this signifies, what we're just about to do, with a little crowd from church there, and then a bigger crowd from the beach joining in. We're like, oh my goodness, like, isn't this just incredible? Do you know what? It would have been amazing staying in Cardiff. Like, everything was just so exciting what God is doing now and has done. But I think there's that nagging sense, as I've said, of like, what could have been? What could have been? Like, what was God calling us to? Because I think in the calling, there's permission and there's authority and there's blessing in the obedience of stepping out. And I think actually, I don't want to miss out on that stuff.